Good morning, Pen Fam. How we doing? How are y'all doing? Torn Tashi, 6 months of subbing. Olive Octopus Inc., 8 months of subbing. Good morning. How are y'all? How are we doing this morning? Let me adjust this window real quick. Oh, made it worse. Made it worse, Toby. Rattler Jen, 29 months of subbing, 31 total months of subbing. You go to the Baltimore Pen Show. It's Baltimore Pen Show day, week. Today's Thursday. Thinking it's Friday already. This morning has been a whirlwind. I'm good though. All good stuff though. Just busy. New pen day this week. Spent my Super Bowl winnings on the Pilot Custom 743 Verdigris with the FA nib. That is so enjoyable. Such a great pen. Only one topic today, Lamy. We covered that yesterday. We can definitely talk about it today, but I haven't had time to do any more research. Need to make ATL hotel reservations still? What? Are you coming to the ATL? My sinuses feel so clogged and meds aren't working. It is super allergy time here. I'm definitely, it's funny, my YouTube videos, when these VODs that I just dump over there, people leave comments. And the people that just want to talk about me sniffling, I just ban them. Can you stop sniffling? Ban. I don't even care. There we go. That's what you get. Man. The Lamy purchase by Mitsubishi Pencil. I should just go ahead and get the link up for yesterday's. We talked about this yesterday. We were welcome to talk about it today. But I'm just saying we did cover this yesterday. So let me grab a link here. All right. Is that the Brian Goulet Sniffle Police? Right. That's the other thing. Man. People have comments, chat. You once said you didn't want to see Uni get into fountain pens, and then that's different. This is an acquisition. So, if you're buying someone with a 95-year track record, I'm much more into that, right? So not everything's black and white, right? So yeah, would I want them to invent something? An entry-level pen. That would be cool. So, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we can definitely talk about actually Miss G's Crafties, that YouTube link I put in, can you pin that at the top of the chat? Just say Brad's thoughts on Lamy. And that was like Brad's initial reactions. We'll have more thoughts next week on the podcast. Thank you, Miss G's. Am I the only one without video? I'm going to go with yes, because there's already like 100 people in here and no one said a thing. Writing with a 9800 pencil, will it get rebranded a Lamy 9800? Here's my initial thoughts, and this is, again, no research. They're going to be completely separate companies. Everyone's going to continue on, and then we might see some small synergies later down the line. I think literally nothing's going to change in the next year or two. Except the digital writing market, which I just find to be ridiculous. Hang on one second. I gotta learn not to wear black or navy blue on these streams when it's sunny outside, because the lighting like really goes crazy. So yeah, that they specifically called out digital writing is the strangest part of the whole thing. But RTJ, yes. You don't think Uni can better manage comms than Lamy did this week? Yes, I do, because Uni would literally say nothing. So is that better, though? Are they going to change the Lamy 2000? No. Like, I would put my money on very little change with Lamy. As of today, not knowing very much, I'm putting my money on very little changing with Lamy. And then Mitsubishi coming in and collaborating on the digital front, and see what they can do there. Which, God, is anyone who is making headway in this digital space? Besides, like, Moleskine did the best job ever, and like, is there any stickiness to the digital stuff? Like, I mean, I'm open to the digital handwriting stuff, right? I'm very open to that. Nibs are German, Mitsubishi is Japanese, so again, I don't think there's going to be any change in Lamy's offerings or technology, manufacturing. Seems to be a consolidation in the stationery world. I'm interested, is Lamy a publicly traded company in Germany, and have they actually made any money in the past 5 years? That's one of my notes to investigate before the podcast next week. Has Lamy been financially in good shape the last 5 years? Apple, not with a traditional writing instrument. Yes, that's fully digital writing. I'm talking about this crossover stuff. I would argue that the Apple digital writing is great, and like that's who's winning, right? And to have this crossover thing, I don't think they're into like what Apple's doing, right? Mobius Red, 16 months of subbing. Let's go. Lamy 2KP, yeah, that would be sick. Cost of materials and manufacturing goes down the more stuff you make, so maybe to save money. There could be a, what's the phrase? They must have what? They must have, otherwise why would Mr. Bitchy buy them? They must have what? I mean, there's a lot of reasons to buy a company. I mean, Lamy's probably like a pretty great acquisition. Economy of scale. Thank you. God, I was blanking on that. According to ChatGPT, Lamy's privately owned. Interesting. Okay, so there you go. ChatGPT. Like the PDA stylus ink pens hybrids. I mean, that can't be a moneymaker, right? Will Mitsubishi hire Brad to revamp Lamy? Absolutely no choice. No chance. Intellectual property, yeah, that's a good reason to buy companies. Oh, been successful in the past 5 years. No, see, I think it's the opposite. They must have been profitable. Otherwise, why would Mitsubishi buy them? If they were profitable, they wouldn't have to sell. So I think it's the exact opposite. Right? If you're profitable, why would you have to sell? If you're not profitable, you need cash. So I think it's the exact opposite. That's just an assumption of mine. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the family wants out. I don't know. Graf von Fabric-Conklin. So these are two just Loctite companies, right? As far as like information. So we're probably never going to know. You know, not really look at Retro 51. That was a completely different situation. Yeah, maybe Lamy family just wanted out. They were like, we're out of here. Maybe we're out of here. Post-COVID selling off way up. Projection, benefit, consolidation, resources. That's what like the tech industry's seeing. Like COVID boom, and now we're getting like a resetting. Who's going to hand torch the Lilliputs now? That's Kaweco. They haven't been bought up yet. Who's going to buy Kaweco? Platinum Kaweco. If it was family owned and they wanted to finish, it would make sense with the very quiet sale and everything is fine acquisition model. Yeah. I think I'm missing the point on the Retro 51. I'm too scatterbrained. So yeah, it's interesting, but I think we're gonna just get no information whatsoever. I think like announcement, like we're done, and then maybe like 2 years from now we'll see some product crossover in the digital space. Who knows? It's fun. I just love those two companies so much. They make so many good products. Guinness, 10 months of subbing. Let's go. So like we're just gonna get no information whatsoever. Although maybe if Mitsubishi's public, they're going to have some acquisition details in their public filings, right? So maybe we can get some information there, but still not the why or the what's next kind of thing, other than the mention of the digital writing in the PR press release. Orange 2K, psh. If you're going to Baltimore, what would be on your list? That Edison Beaumont. We can do a little Baltimore pin show walkthrough, and we can keep asking questions about the Lamy stuff. So, Uni also talked about like the Amazon supply chain in the U.S., which Uniball is very dialed into. So that was an interesting statement. Photo of the Edison thing? Yeah, I'll grab it. I'm really close to asking for a mule. Because that's where I bought because it's a Beaumont. We're at the airport right now on the way to B-Whips. You'll be there in like 5 minutes. It's like you can practically see the hotel from the airport. That's another reason why I like Baltimore travel. So easy. Baltimore's a nice airport. The hotel's right there. Currently reading 14 Months of Summon. Good morning, y'all, as well. Good morning, y'all. Yes, so... Here. So the Beaumont is my favorite Edison shape, or one of my favorites. So this is this year's. This was last year's that I bought. So number one, I love the Beaumont shape. So like if it was a different shape, it may not be my jam. We'll come right back to this one. If you recall, someone needs to make. Hey, Skogsy, can you make a pin in this color? So when I turn this camera up, we just assume it's my pin. Stand-up shorts are the best shorts. That is a fact. It's factually correct. I wear like one. I have 2 pairs. I wear like one for a week at a time. Wash them. Wear another one. They're the best. They are gonna last forever. So that's the 2024 one. Digital is huge for art, but is there really any growth in digital writing specifically? Note digitizing apps are pretty niche. I don't see it. C-line. I don't see it personally. If Moleskine can't make it happen on a certain scale, I question that if anyone can. So yeah, like I'm in agreement with you. All right, so this is the one I bought last year, right? Sparkle Horse. Palomino Waltz at Sunset Edison Beaumont 2023 Baltimore Pin Show one. So this is the same model that they're doing this year. So what'd they do? They did 15 of these last year. And there were still some available on Saturday. So this is the one I bought last year. Like there was zero chance that I was going to pass this one up. Well, I wanted to see it in person because I wanted to see the white hardware, but it's great. So this is the one for this year. So it's the same model. So it's the same model, rose gold trim. I think it looks great. Show and tell for the shorts. These are actually my pin show shorts. I guess it is pin show season, so I'll show you what I do. So stand-up shorts have like a double layer pocket in the back. We're not going to do this on the big screen. So you can slide in right here. But they don't look like cargos. So there we go. So yeah, I'd want to see it in person. Carpenter shorts, I mean, they don't have hang loops or anything like that. Run the Jewels, is that an athletics brand? Definitely not. So they're only making 12 of these. Oh, do they have a price? $275. So yeah, I think it's a great color. I probably won't get one. I probably won't mute one. Did they say whose resin was used? Yeah. Was it Tim Crow? No, Tim McKenzie. It is a color shift material. I guess that's what they're showing here, which is pretty rad. Oh, this is on the homepage of Edison.com if you want to check it out on your. What's your favorite RTJ album? Probably 3, maybe 2. Probably 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. I think is my order, or 4, 2, 3, 1. 2 or 3. I could probably change that every day. 2 and 3 tied for first, 4 second, 1 third. So, all right. Baltimore show. What else would I be interested in? I have no idea. Skogsy. What's up, pin nerds? Skogsy for sure. I haven't looked at this. Is Trufe actually gonna have a table there? That's rare. Lilium, 15 months of subbing. Good morning, Ali Ma. Thank you, Lilium. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good morning. Any show ink? Does anyone know? There's got to be. Does Sailor usually does something for this show? Or Sailor here? I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. Our friends Evan. What's on your London Pin Show list, Brad? I'm not going to the London Pin Show. Might be, though. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just kind of... I haven't looked at this yet, so I'm just kind of having a glance. Obviously, shown design, Gentleman Stationer, River City Pin Co., Franklin Christoph. Oh, Ben's gonna be there. Okay, Mayfair Pins. If you've never been to the Baltimore Pin Show, check out what Ben does with Mayfair. He makes these really interesting shaped pins. You're going to the London show this weekend, Strings and Pedals, or a different one, or one of the later ones? Isn't it this weekend? Right Turns. I like Jason's pins. Obviously Edison pins. Oh, okay, another one. Like if you're new to the pin show scene, Brian Weaver, Iron Feather. Brian makes great pins. I need to review mine that I bought at Atlanta last year. It's a really good list. Canalea is going to be there. JJ Lax will be there. Da, da, da. Oh, yeah, and then Sugar Turtle Studio. That's where I bought a bunch of inks last year from Sugar Turtle. They have new inks this year. Jason with Right Turns is bringing cool stuff. Nice. Then there's a couple names I don't know. Noiseville Pens, Charm City. Oh, Lincoln Leathers is a fun brand. I bought a couple things from them at DC last year. So, I don't know. This is a great list. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of this. This looks great. I didn't see Sailor or Atoya. I could have missed it. So sometimes they will do some of the ink launches during the show. So whoever was asking about inks, the only one I know is Sugar Turtle Studio. What else? Vintage Retailer. Gotcha. If you need vintage pen repairs or even modern pen repairs, you have Martin Ferguson and Indie Pen Dance. Like, those are always like good repair places to stop by. Yeah, I mean, this is a good list, top to bottom. I'm going to London if I escape the flu that's in the house. Oof. Yeah, tons of good stuff there. Hydrate. I need to hydrate better today. I've been hydrating well all week, so I chose Coke Zero today. I've been drinking a lot of water, though. Oh, yeah. Pure Chocolate by Gingy. If you've never been to Baltimore, you got to go by Pure Chocolate and get some stuff. BWI has opened a second room this year. It's in the same hotel, same location, just adding a room. That'll be cool. Oh, so Strings and Pedals, you are going to London. Woof. I'll be going to the London Pen Show. Narwhal is making their first appearance, and Papier und Stift from Germany will have a table. They and Cult Pens will have their exclusive inks. Oh, nice. Is Papier und Stift the one that does like the heavy metal inks? Was that company? Yeah, Franklin Christoph always has amazing stuff. Head full of idea, 42 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, see you, Skogsy. Looks likely that I'm going to Yoseka Stationery Fest. Nice. That should be a good time. The rooms across that hall they use for seminars. Okay, I got you. Yeah. That's convenient because you have to go around that way to get into the show anyway. All right, let's get into it today. So if you have any more Lamy Mitsubishi questions, or it's really more of a discussions, we can hit that. If you have any more Baltimore questions, we can hit that. I've been several times. We have a lot of people in the chat that are going to be there. We'll have. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Get composted. That I'd seen those online. Yeah, that'd be cool to get some inks. Maybe I can get Mike to get me some inks if he goes. So yeah, we can continue to talk about Lamy. If there's any more like discussion we should have, like we'll talk about it more next week on the podcast for sure. I'm gonna get my thoughts together. The biggest change, Peck, would be if Lamy started using Uni Mitsubishi refills. I genuinely believe, and this is just my gut, that nothing is going to change in the standard product offerings from Lamy. Will Uni Mitsubishi make a fountain pen? Maybe. Will Uni Mitsubishi focus on the digital writing? Probably. Is anything going to change with the classic Lamy lineup? Probably not. But who knows? If Lamy is if the Lamy family that owns it is getting out of the business, then we'll see change. If we find out that Lamy sold because the owners want out, then you can throw everything that I've said out the window. Right? I think that's kind of the one kicker is why did they sell? Do they want out? I think then all bets are off. And then we're in for some shakeups. So, all right, let's see. We got two things I want to cover today. trying to think what to do first. Let's look at the traveling Decimo. So if you're not familiar with the traveling Decimo, something I do for Pen Addict members. It's been around the US so far. I know we need fountain pen memes to figure it out. I'll propose a list of questions to fountain pen memes since they have the contacts. You think Mimo thinks the digital writing blurb was something to focus on to keep us away from the real answers? I find it odd was Lamy in financial strains. Yeah, I don't know. You can't wait to get the traveling Decimo? Nice. All right, so how can we get on the list for the traveling Decimo? So I need to, it's a Pen Addict members thing, and I need to probably update, I'll repost the link for the sheet soon. Not this weekend, but probably next weekend. I'll post the link for the sheet, and then we can get people in. Yeah. So I need to re-up. So I'm going to do a quick post on the Decimo and where it's been. PA 100 complete? Yeah, it's complete, except we're probably going to about to do some selling here pretty soon. So it's generally complete, but will it ever be complete, right? All right, so the traveling Decimo. If you're not familiar with this project, it is something I do for Pen Addict members where I got a Decimo, Pilot Decimo, which is like the Vanishing Point. It's a retractable fountain pen. And it's the thinner version. And I've sent it, I'll have to count the stops. I want to say 7 stops, maybe so far. I started in the US. I wanted to see how it goes, see how the kit traveled, see if people like the idea, like the concept, if everything worked for them. And then with the last person that had it, I called it back home, which I want to do every now and then, give it a good cleaning, give it a good audit in the kit. So I haven't opened it yet. Get composted. God, they have a lot of inks. Dragon Drawer, 15 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much, Dragon Drawer. Appreciate you. All right, we'll look at those. I do want to look at those inks because I've seen them before. So yeah, I had the Seed A6 is great. So that worked. So Paul has had this kit before. It's so I included the notebook. I included some stickers, basically to take some, add some, and then I included a notebook if people wanted to test. People have added stickers to the notebook, which is great. So people are just adding things in here. I don't want to like go through it too much, but it looks pretty crazy. So people have definitely, oh, this is cool. I'm going to have to, oh man, look at all this stuff. So everyone's been adding, testing. The stickers pack has definitely increased since it has left. We have a bookmark here that someone has added to the kit. So people are adding to the kit, writing for it. So it's like a traveling diary. So what I wanted to do, so this is the pen, right? So the idea was to allow people to test a pen that maybe they haven't tested before, maybe were considering, buying one. Why is it different? So I wanted to bring it home, just give it a good once over. Every now and then you have to have a pit stop, right? So it's basically it's pit stop, and then we will. Is it a limited edition Japan only Decimo? I need to figure out the details because someone asked me and I couldn't pull it up exactly what it was, but I need to find a link so I have it handy. Has the pen made it to Antarctica? No, I need to track my Antarctica package though. A geocache traveling bug fountain pen. Awesome. So this is a beautiful artifact in the making. Yeah, it's really fun. Thanks to Mickey Winterblad. It's just something I meant to grab and save so I could point out the pen. So we went to like the upper Midwest and then out to the West Coast for a little bit, and then we brought it back home. I'm going to clean it, give it a once over. I'm going to check out the entrance here. I'm going to do a write-up, not this weekend, but next weekend, about the kit. And then I'm going to send it back out, and we're going to go international with the next stop. So since we started in the U.S., Toga with the giveaway. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Toga. Let me set this here. So yeah, so we started in the U.S. I wanted to get a feel for how everything was working. I'm gonna go international next, and I'm thinking like Australasia region because we have a lot of people over there. So I'm trying to connect the dots a little bit with how it travels. So the regional travel will be more easier for people to ship. You know, I don't want it to go from Australia to the US to England and just bouncing around. So I've kind of took it around the US a little bit, brought it home. Then I'm going to send it somewhere else in the world, stay in that region for however long it takes, you know, probably 5, 6, 7, 10 stops, bring it back home, and then, you know, kind of keep it regionally based. So, but it doesn't mean everyone in that region gets it. Like there was over 100 people on this list. This is a years long project, right? So, all right, let's do a giveaway. Oh, we haven't done our chaos giveaway for this week. So let's do that. All right. So, Toga. We're going to do a chaos giveaway here. And this is our friend Jesse. I don't know if they've actually made it in the stream since I got the package, opened it up, and started giving away their fun stuff. I don't know if any chaos packages have arrived yet. I think I've only one might even be possibly arrived yet. The other one I just sent yesterday. You'll take the Decimo to Silverstone? That'd be sweet. So yeah, we're going to do a chaos giveaway. So here we go. Hamilton, we aren't. God, it's 10 o'clock, isn't it? I meant to pull that up. I'll watch it when I'm done. I already watched this morning's practice after I got up. Sergeant Story with 10 gifted subs. Let's go. Let's go, Sergeant Story. 10 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you, Sergeant Story. Hope you're doing well this morning. If you got a gifted sub, give Sergeant Story a thanks. Say, yo, thanks, Sergeant Story. That was dope. And then check out your emotes because they are also dope. We probably need like an F1. We probably need an F1 emote, don't we? Did I do F1 fantasy? No, but I did the spreadsheet in your chat that I finished second in last year. I just like the record to state. I will not finish second this year. I feel like I went a little bit. I got a little riskier this year. Let's go, Sergeant Story. Thank you so much. All right, chaos giveaway. Toga, thank you for this giveaway. All right, so here we go. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. If this is your first time ever in the stream today, go for it. Type exclamation point raffle. I ship worldwide. We have been on a worldwide kick here, chat. Just in the past week, I've shipped to Brazil. Or past 2 weeks. Brazil, Israel, England. I feel like I'm missing one. Canada, duh. Madrid, Spain, Madrid. So we've been on a kick here with the internationals. So thank you all for hanging out. This is something I love doing. I love giving away stationery stuff. I love chat participating in these giveaways. And yeah, it's just super fun. Really, really enjoy doing this. Spreading the love of stationery around the world. In some cases, literally, with the Traveling Decimo. So after this giveaway, we'll wrap up the Traveling Decimo chat real quick. Brad Dowdy, Mr. Worldwide. Doesn't someone have a, is there like a singer or like a wrestler? Isn't someone's nickname like Mr. Worldwide? I feel like that's someone's name. Pitbull. It's Pitbull. Don't laugh at me, whole letter E. I don't know why it made me think of that. Y'all are laughing at me. See, I'm into the pop cultures, chat. How do you miss that? I can name my Run the Jewels albums in order of preference, but I don't know who Mr. Worldwide is. At least I know that there is a Mr. Worldwide. Are you unboxing the Ajoto today? Yes, we're going to do that next. It's before my time, and I know that. I know. Archive the notebook before sending off again by taking pictures. What was added so far? Okay. Inky Love, that is super smart that I didn't think of. Sergeant Story, again. I think Sergeant Story is Mr. Worldwide. Can we have our own Mr. Worldwide here in the chat? Thank you, Sergeant Story, for the 5 gifted subs. Enjoy your gifties, chat. Sergeant Story is off the chain today. Relentless. Mr. Worldwide Sergeant Story. I think that's your name. Gotta have even numbers. Too funny. Hey, I really appreciate the support. It's amazing, and I know everyone loves seeing it. So thank you so much. All right, giveaway is up. Let's let that finish here. I think that was the last one. All right, let's pick a winner. All right, so this is a chaos. We don't open this on the stream. I mail it to you. You open it, and then I would love it if you tell me what you got, and then we can share it with chat. All right, here we go. Winner is Morinar. I think that was did I see a first time chat when Morinar popped up or no? No way, yes way. Morinar, is this your first win? First win? Congratulations. First stream, first one. This is a perfect giveaway for you because this is what the stream is about here, right? We do so much cool stuff. We're very fortunate to have awesome supporters like all of y'all watching, and a lot of people send in stuff that they have out of their collections, package them up, send them to me for me to give to you. So what we're gonna do, Morinar, is you've been watching the replays, nice. So you know the deal. Email me your shipping address to hello@penaddict.com and tell me you won the chaos giveaway. I will not be able to ship this until next week, so just hang tight. It'll probably be Monday before I ship this out. All right. Craft a Simple Life with the 4 months of subbing. It's my fault. You're on Twitch in the first place, just so you know. That's blame I will accept. That is fully blame I will accept. All right. So yeah, cool. First time winner chaos giveaway. Love it. So Jesse, one of these days we're going to get Jesse back in the stream so we can tell them thanks for all the chaos giveaways. I think we have like about 3 more of those to do. So we are not done yet, chat. All right. Okay, so wrapping this up and we'll do the Ajoto stuff next. Wrapping this up. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I will take some pictures here. Yeah, to keep. Now you have me thinking even more about, like, should I make it? I don't know. Really isn't. People didn't sign up for the content to be shared. But I should keep it as a record, just in case, right? Okay. Found the Decimo. Thank you. All right, let's see what the name of this Decimo is. Okay. Holy crap. We probably shouldn't have looked at this, chat. This Decimo might not make it back from its next stop. But it just says 2009 limited edition Pearl Blue. But do we know where it's from? Like, was it like a Japan release? Was it a store exclusive? Do you have F1 TV and do you listen to the Sky team or the F1 commentators? So I have F1 TV. I would have to pay for Sky. I already paid for the F1, so I listen to the F1 commentators. I've gotten to enjoy them very much over the years, especially Laura, Lawrence, Jolien. I even enjoy Will Buxton. So I think they have a good group. I especially enjoy Laura. I think Laura does an amazing job. I love Lawrence Barreto, and I think Jolien and Sam Collins. Sam Collins is the GOAT. So that's my team. So I don't listen to much of the Sky stuff because I would have to pay more for that. So yeah, very much enjoy the F1 crew. I have tried watching F1 on ESPN. I tried to watch a couple races last year. When I watched practice, like they didn't have announcers on practice. You can switch the broadcast on F1 to international to hear Crofty and the Sky team. Even in the US, it'll do that. Do you worry that we'll get lost the pen? It's part of the deal. It's part of the deal. Okay, I didn't even realize that about the international feed. I guess I just like that's who I've been listening to for years, so I'm just kind of like set in on that. And then the previous host before Laura, she was really good too. I forget her name. Yeah, I didn't enjoy the ESPN commentary. All right, so Namiki winner Vlad. Okay, yeah, don't believe eBay prices. Right. So we at least have a starting point here, hopefully. So we're gonna say 2009 Pearl Blue. That's a good start. Okay. You should put a disclaimer in the notebook that you may share pages after today. I kind of don't want to do that. I don't want to put people in a situation. So for this type of situation, I don't want people to feel that they're part of some public art project. I just want them to have their own personal vibes with it and go from there, right? As cool as it would be for everyone to share, to have like a museum display afterwards, I think not everything has to be shared. It's okay. So I'm get you. Yeah, if it was public, it might become more performative. Yeah. So I'm cool with that. Like if I would have gone from the front. Yeah, like Charles C. saying, we would have started like a worldwide journal project up front, like a public thing. No problem to make you winner, Vlad. This is a start. So that's at least a start. Okay. Please start a separate worldwide journal project. We could go maybe something later in the year I'll think about. So thank you, Diamonds. How many years will the Decimo be traveling? Many. So we're going to do I'm just not going to have time this weekend to do refill. Refill will be shorter this weekend because I have some responsibilities starting tomorrow. I'm not going to be around for a few days. That might help. So not this weekend, but the following weekend, I'll do a traveling Decimo breakdown, and we'll talk about all these things. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, this should help. Yeah, that looks like it. 2009 limited edition 800. So it looks like a regional release. Yeah. Okay, so we got a little more this time, 800. What about sharing a digital archive only to the people involved with the Traveling Decimo project so the early folks can see how it turns out? Yeah, I think that's a fair thing, Tainted, to think about. Sergeant Story, more gifted subs just flying in here. Thank you, Sergeant Story. Enjoy Slumberland Studio. Refill this weekend, short fill. Yeah, this will be a D1. This will be a D1 sized refill this weekend. Oof. Oh, I saw your image. I saw your pic. I saw your pic this morning, Slumberland Studio. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, so yeah, that's good. That is our pen. Oh, these were the inks we were talking about. I don't think I've ever seen custom G Herbon inks. Like if this is store exclusive. Whoops, inks. So this is the ones I was thinking of, Hell's Bells. So this is some of their exclusive inks. And I've shared a bunch of these through Nick Stewart, who did this artwork. Paragraph of short pen puns. Yeah, I literally have no plans other than I know I'm time constrained. The Streets of Paris aren't store exclusive. Gotcha. Thank you, Rewizzles. That makes sense. I've never seen that though. It looks cool. Master of Puppets. Yeah, these are the ones I was thinking of. Hell's Bells, Master of Puppets. Communication Breakdown. Smoke on the Water. Yeah. So they did a bunch here. Sergeant Story. Just out of hand this morning with the gifted subs. Enjoyed, Andrew. Hit those emotes up. Do you have some of these other ones, Rewizzles? Should I get Diamine to do an ink for me? I still had... So I emailed Venta. I said I wasn't going to tell you who, but they just haven't replied, which is fine. I started with Venta. I'm probably going to try Dominant next. I don't know. I'm going to try a couple more of the Asian manufacturers. And then maybe we'll go with Diamine. I just like to go with the smaller makers. So, yeah, those are cool. Those came out good. All right. I don't think there's a dark side. Yeah, so I think Dominant's next. It's a lot harder. It's just, basic international communication. It's tough with small international companies. How about Andorilium? That could work. I don't know if they've done a custom yet, so that would be like a good try. Yeah, like I want to do like some smaller. Start with some smaller companies first. So, all right, let's take a look. Shimmer or no shimmer? This will be no shimmer. I'm not saying I'll never do a shimmer ink, but I really don't have any inclination to do any shimmer ink for my custom. Do we know the color? Not at all. Because until I can communicate with someone to see what they're open to, I can't say on the color. Like, because they could say no, right? So it's until I get that, until I get the communication, lines of communication open. I don't know. Oh, what is that watch? No, have you done KWZ? No, but that would be at the top of my list. Oh, Andorilium has done some show exclusives. You're exactly right, El Kirby. I got that. They did a DC one. Okay, so yeah, Andorilium should be on the list. If you did Shimmer, it would be amusing to do Fire on Fire on Fire. I hate that idea so much. I love it. Damn. That's a pretty good idea. What color shimmer? Red or gold? That's so bad it's good. Red shimmer? I could do that with Robert Oster. So you would have Fire on Fire, and then you would just have one called On Fire. So you'd have Fire on Fire, On Fire. Gold and orange has been done. I don't hate any of this. That's unfortunate. I'm going to write it down to remember it later. Someone has a brand. Oh yeah, not all KWZs are Iron Gall. No. I would not do an Iron Gall ink. I will want an Iron Gall ink. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. All right, we'll put that on the list. Did you get in Diatremendous? Yeah, I got Document Brown. I need to ink it up. What pen should I ink Document Brown in? Finally. I can't believe how few people had that in stock. But I finally got one. I just haven't inked it up yet, but I will soon. We'll have to think it. Shimmer additives work for those that want shimmer. True. All right. Let's look at this Ajoto stuff real quick. Your Y Studio. The brassing one. It's not a bad idea. That's such a good pen. Okay. I'll think about that. I'm halfway tempted to do the white resin one. Although that has a needlepoint nib in there. I could switch the nibs. You might be right. The brassing might be the one. Fire squared. True. When's the last time you inked that one up? Glyph is a button pusher extraordinaire, and I mean that in the best way possible. Yeah, that might work. Cubed. Yes. Cubed. Okay, let me think about that. Let's do this Ajoto first. All right. I did already open this. I unboxed this the other day because I've had this like a week and I was tired of sitting it around. Oh boy, that old glyph command still works. All right, so longtime listeners, viewers, understand that I'm a huge Ajoto fan. They make pens. That's how I got into them. They've made a couple of Pen Addict special editions, this being one of them. They're based in the UK, Manchester, I believe. And now they make a notebook, or a notebook system, and several notebooks. So I've a long time been a user of their pens. So they're just like a twist mechanism, Schmidt P8126 or 27 refill. I can't remember if I swapped this one out. So yeah, this is one that I got custom made to sell in the Pen Addict shop. And so I did their testing, their notebook testing. You love your PA Ajotos, thank you. I did a testing kit when they decided to do a paper. I tested like 30 papers for them. This is the one I tested the papers for, yeah. So I don't know which paper they chose, right? Like I submitted my information with a bunch of other testers, and then they took that information and then made their choices. But I wouldn't have known which ones I would have done. Which one would have been mine, right? Or nor do I know what the paper is, right? It was just, this is paper number 1, this is paper number 2, this is paper number 3, and I think there were literally like 30. So in this project, it was basically based around the paper. So they have 3 paper sizes, 3 paper formulations, I should say. So there's a number 1, a number 2, and then a number 3, which I did not order. And I'll tell you why in a second. So they did a really good job here. We've covered this before. They did a really good job with breaking down the 3 papers into types of usages, right? So number 1 is your general everyday use paper. That's good for most pens, including fountain pens, but it may not be like elite fountain pen performance, right? It's not supposed to be like the perfect fountain pen paper. This one's a little bit textured. It works well with pens, standard pens, pencils, fountain pens, right? 120 GSM, lay flat. I'll show you these. And they have all the specifics. Number 1 edition is made using a specialty Italian paper that is versatile, adaptable, and the perfect base to capture your thoughts and ideas. The natural white pages have a tactile, smooth feel and subtle texture, ensuring each page can be enjoyed by a range of media. The stock is bleed resistant, fast drying, and has minimal show through. So they did a really good job kind of explaining all the things here. So, there's even batch numbers. I didn't see that before. Batch number 1, nice. So recommended for pen and ink, graphite pencil, colored pencil. Okay. So this one I call this is like your standard paper, right? Number 2 is your more fountain pen friendly paper. It's going to be a smoother page, Brad, you may need to keep this what? What might I need to keep? So this one, fountain pen, pen and ink. So number 2, use the fountain pen friendly Italian writing stock. Combination of crisp, bright white pages with a silky smooth surface encourages inks to pop and allows pen nibs to effortlessly glide. Overall, this paper is made for pen and ink. It is bleed and feather resistant, fast drying, and has minimal show through. So, yeah, so this has a smoother texture. Oh, because it's 001. Gotcha. Yeah, we use things. We'll use them. It's kind of like your Hippo Noto. Any chance we'll find someone selling Ajoto at BU Whips? No. Ajoto sells directly. They have a few like pen vendors. Like there was one in Canada when I went to Toronto. They have very few Ajoto retailers. I can't think of one in the US. And then number 3, which I did not get, is their sketch paper. Super thick, almost like a watercolor type of sketch paper. I doubled up on the number 2s for fountain pens, the standard, and I skipped number 3. What caught me off guard was their notebook cover option. So I don't have the specs on this. I'd have to pull this back up. But this was just an add-on to the campaign designed to fit their smart-sized notebooks. Again, not A5. 172 by 105 millimeters. So it's Ajoto sized. It has a cool, they did a really neat kind of closure here. It's almost like a thick paracord, metal tips, and a metal, I don't know, clasp. What would you call it here? That you hold down, lift up, pull over. Really cool. Plus it's orange. Yeah, it's fire. Right. So it's built to the pen. Built to the cover. And you can adjust this. Right. And yeah, it's attached so you don't lose it. Right. Attached to this so it gets out of your way when you're writing on the back side of the page, right? It's completely escapes the edge of the notebook, which is smart design, right? Instead of attaching it to the middle back, which a lot of companies do, attach something to the middle and you're having to deal with that. So that is a super smart answer to this. So then as part of the add-ons, I included a pin loop, and I think this actually... these are screws? Oh, I see. There are tiny screws there. Yeah, I would keep them though because they're cool. So this, in retrospect, I think I don't need. So this is I think this would go on here in addition, but I think now we're into overkill. I think I just needed one or the other. Like, I don't think I will ever use this in conjunction with the strap because that's too much. Even though it can fit, I like the style of it being 2 different sizes here, right? Like I could fit a wide pen and then like a mechanical pencil here. This is just, it's removable like this. I think we're into too much here. So this one, I don't think I will use this. Who knows? I could use it straight on the notebook. Yeah, I would like Start the Story saying I could use it directly on top of the notebook itself. So that, yeah, but I don't want it in conjunction with this. I think it's like 2 separate tools. So the packaging is really cool. So it's just a little folder here. Fold it up, sleeves in. And then these are the notebooks. Just really classic styled here. Oh, then it's got like a little intro sheet here, which I will save. The front page, which you can't see, I don't think I'll be able to get the lighting right. Maybe you can see it now, is scored for just in this section here for like personal details, right? It's super hard to see. Y'all might can pick it up. So it's scored right here, and it's a thick page, right? And then we have your standard pages running behind it. So you could use this like Story's saying, this would be more useful if I kept this separate. So in retrospect, I didn't need both of these things. But this is a kind of a cool layout. I like the layout of this. I just don't know if it would transfer to any other books that I'm using, because I'll probably just put this in here, right? So we'll sleeve this in. So also on the covers, so the cover comes off like this. These are not removable pages, right? Yeah, so that's the problem, Dragon Drawer, is I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet. So that's why I haven't really got it. I should probably do it like this. So one way to get these covers in, if you're not used to putting covers in, is you bend them all the way back. Standard size, Brad? Absolutely not. I've given up. I've given up the ghost. Ajoto should do Joy Division and Fall Edition pins. I'll have to talk to them and see. Did you say you like the Ajoto pins? No. I said I love the Ajoto pins. I am an Ajoto pin super fan. So I have to the point where I had them make some for the Pen Addict. So there you go. Put that in there. So yeah, this is where'd it go? Oh, right here. That's a custom Pen Addict edition one. So notebook covers slide in. I like that the cover is not trying to be more than a cover. I know they're from I'm almost certain they're from Manchester. I've never talked to Chris about it before, nor if he knows the things I'm into. So yeah, I like that there's not added pockets, in that they have accounted for the writing experience in the cover, right? Sometimes covers get to be too much. If you use this in landscape, it might be too much, but because this is not removable, but it gets out the way and allows the back to stay flat. And then the pages flip open, they'll lay flat, which is pretty spectacular. So just ADJ00 Headful, I'm with you. That's super smart. I still want to get an FAC-10 tattoo. I think would be if I ever got a tattoo. So yeah, not a surprise that Ajoto has made something thoughtful, right? I like the big bulkiness of this. This is not subtle or minimalistic, right? In appearance, but from a technical aspect, it gets completely out of the way to where you're free to roam. How much is it? I have no idea. Yeah, it comes in tan, and they have black bands too. I'll have to go back and look at the Kickstarter if someone wants to put the link in there, or look for it for me. I just have stuff all over my desk. So I think I got 3 notebooks, the notebook cover, and the extra tool strap, which it turns out I didn't need to be. So what's 130, Dragon Drawer? Just this? I was going to say I spent like $150, $160 for all the things, but I don't remember the breakdown. Was the orange a Kickstarter exclusive? I have no idea. So 133 just for the cover? Yeah, see, I think the cover was a lot less during the Kickstarter. I think that the cover add-on seemed to be like less than 100 on the Kickstarter. But I could be wrong. So yeah, there you go. This is where I get in trouble, is it was 100% certainty I was backing this project. And I don't know what I'm going to use this for, which is something like we shouldn't do, right? So like I didn't have a plan for this going into it. So now we got to figure out what the plan is. So there you go. It's so good. Like, look at this. Round 2 of Traveling Decimo. Another traveling project. I think I almost want like a hardcover for that, but it would work in this cover, wouldn't it? Zodiac Pinco, 4 months of sub. And Bart, are you going to Baltimore? So yeah, there you go. Fly up tonight, nice. Have fun at the show. You give us a recap. You're a bit late to the live feed. You'll have to watch the replay because I ripped you a new one. No, I'm just kidding. I only raved about it a little bit. So I do put these. I put the recaps on YouTube. I just take this video when I'm done and I post it on YouTube. So you'll have to go check out the kind of unboxing, the idea behind this. My only negative, like, and it's not even a negative, is that I didn't need both of these, right? So I got the tool loop, but if I have the strap, I'm never going to use the loop in conjunction with the book with a strap. But I could use the loop directly on a notebook if I was so inclined, just over this. So this ended up being kind of an extraneous purchase that I wasn't thinking about at the time. I was like, oh yes, let's just get all the things. And I think this is almost redundant with this. So otherwise it's sick. Yeah, the loop is for those who don't want to use the book on its own. Yeah. For if you don't want to cover, so this would go with this. And it'll fit A6 books. Okay, good. That was my question, is what size would this fit for extra things? So there you go. B6 slim. Gotcha. I'm really impressed. I'll just go over the one thing real quick. That I'm most impressed with is, which I didn't grasp totally during the campaign, is that the cover strap has full clearance from the back of the notebook when writing, which very few people get right, or very few people actually account for. Usually straps, at a minimum, rubber straps are attached to the back. Traveler's loop is attached in the middle. You get flat surface, and you still get to tie up the book, which is super smart. So with the adjustable slider here, which is great. So yeah, I think it's exceptional. You did a really good job. You should be proud. So yeah, like, I'm in. I'm very in on it. Yeah. So go back and watch the lined edition coming soon. There you go. What about, so the next question will be, I'll go ahead and jump chat. They're going to want to know about dots or graphs. Any of that coming? And then we'll have bundles. Okay. You should go back and watch the VOD of my kind of initial thoughts. I always find it valuable to give my unboxing thoughts to makers and creators, because that's like the raw, unadulterated. Like, I've had emails from someone that I've opened up their unboxing that's like, I had no idea someone would do that, right, with the product. So it's good to get these kind of unfiltered thoughts about products when I get a first look at them. So definitely go back and check the VOD when I put it up on YouTube later. So someone asked if I liked Ajoto pens before you were here, and I told them that I didn't, that I loved Ajoto pens so much that I even had my own made. So I think chat pretty much knows where I stand with Ajoto as a brand. Dots maybe second edition, input, real world. Okay, feedback is wanted and accepted there. So there you go. All right, let's do this. How about we do a giveaway right now of the second pack of number 2 paper and the tool loop. So I'm going to keep one pack of number 2 and one pack of number 1. And I'm going to keep the cover because it's rad and it's orange. But let's give this away to y'all, okay? So we're going to do one giveaway here, and one person's going to win the number 2 pack of paper and the tool loop, because I don't think I'm going to use this separately. So these are a good package together, all right? So let's do this. All right. I tolerate Ajoto pens like I tolerate strings and pedals. Truer words have never been spoken. All right, let's see here. All right. All right. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you're here. I need to email you. I need to email you soon. Pick your brain. Until then, let's give away your stuff. Exclamation point raffle. That's all you need to type in chat. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. I ship worldwide. You don't have to be a follower, a member, a subscriber. I'm going to send you the fountain pen friendly Ajoto number 2 notebook and the tool loop you can use directly on this notebook. All right. And while y'all do that, I'm going to step away for 2 seconds, run to the restroom, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm going to get my Y Studio real quick. We're going to ink up Diatrominus Document Brown. Hydrating has its drawbacks. I usually don't have to go to the bathroom during stream, but you got them. I was actually, all right, Glyph, I was thinking about you in the restroom. And I was thinking we have an option here. I also picked up a Teranishi, was it Teranishi guitar, Antique Black. I was thinking I have Antique Black is another choice, right? Weird sentence. So I was thinking, should I give you the option of Antique Black for this pen, or should we just go ahead with the Diatrominus? So things to think about, chat. Things to think about. All right, let's pick a winner here. Papa Lockin. Papa Lockin, you win. Totally looks engravable. Question mark. Question mark. Papa Lockin, are you here? Are you present? Yeah. Yeah, boy. Papa Lockin wins. All right, Papa Lockin, you are very welcome. Email me, hello@pinac.com with your shipping address. Okay? Tell me you won the Ajoto stuff. And I'm going to write your name right here. I will not ship this until Monday. There we go. Glyph phrasing. Oh, no. I don't even know what I said. I don't even want to look at it. We're almost out of Shibas, chat. Almost out. So we're going to do this. We're going to take our... Oh, man, I have choices. Why aren't you stuck on here? Bruh. It's blue. It kind of matches. Oh, yeah. The Diatramentis, the whole purpose of it, chat, is that it is waterproof pigmented ink. So, yeah. It should be awesome. All right, Papa Lockin. Email me your stuff. What else did I give away today, chat? Oh, yeah. That's why my desk is a mess. Nice washi tape holder you have there. It'd be a shame if it escaped. I know. I like this. I take it back. I love this. I need to find a place for it here on my desk to be more functional than having to come back here and set it up. So I didn't consider that when I purchased it. So, all right. Let me get the... Actually, let me make some space here. I have too much on my desk. Bigger desk, bigger organizational challenge. Where's that from? The washi tape is from Galen, and I got that at Van S Pens. You have 3 of the large ones, and I never thought I'd need more. That's funny. All right. Let me make some space here, and then I'll get the ink. Be cool to fix that to a wall. I could reach it right there. Yeah. Can't have too big of a desk? I don't know. Not too sure. All right, Diatramentis. And we need a converter. And then we need test paper. Just go get the other Y Studio 18 with brown and this with black. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. All right. So we have Y Studio Brassing Fountain Pen. One of my all-time favorite pens. So it's a standard international size converter we're going to put in here. I swapped, so they come with Schmidt nibs. The number 5 size nibs are swappable with the number 5 size Yovo nibs. The number 6s are not hot swappable. You can manipulate them, I'm sure, to get them in there. But I have a cursive italic. What size is this? Broad. I have a broad cursive italic in here, which writes pretty fine. That we're going to use to ink up, so I need a converter here. And I'm particular when I get out converters. If I don't have a converter that matches the name of the pen, which I have a Y Studio converter somewhere. I don't think I'm going to find it. Like, I won't put in, like, the Esterbrook branded converter into the Y Studio pen. Even though they're the identical converter. It's just not something I do. So... it's just a mental thing. I only use document ink and needlepoint, so a larger nib will be interesting to see. Yeah, true. New computer out for delivery. Let's go. You've got me anxious to get a new computer now, Alan. But I also just got my tax bill, and oof, we might be holding that off. So You shamelessly will? Yeah, I am particular about that. So, let's do this here. So we don't make too much of a mess. So we're just going to converter fill here. I keep my converters with the pins they came with. Some of them I do, but mostly I keep them out to let them dry. So we're just going to converter fill this because I don't like mess if I can avoid it. So we're just going to stick that in the bottle. While I was away, I grabbed a wet paper towel. How many gifted subs do I need to cover the tax bill? Let's not even have that discussion. Working for yourself, Chad. It's a feature. All right. Whoa. Elizabeth's home. That scared us, didn't it, Toby? We should find out if document brown washes out the crab matter, permanently stains it. It totally permanently stains it. I am sure of it. If carbon black stains it, this is going to stain it because it's a really good... Oh. You have sustained your role as the most expensive podcaster in existence, searching for data on your traveling Decimo. I found 2 new versions I had to buy. Rip. All right, Elizabeth's home. Toby's home. All right. Go get Joel's stuff cleaned up.
I'm going to take a shower.
All right. I almost got yelled at by who? Oh, yeah. I put the cap on already and then forgot. Y'all are so smart. All right. So now we can put the cap on. And then we'll do this real quick. So this is a very sharp cursive italic, which is why I like it. We're going to have to let this get flowing a little bit better. It actually might be going now. And I will go run this under the water as soon as it dries. If you dip the nib after, why not fill it directly with the nib in it? Ithrak, don't at me. I'm just... I don't know, Ithrak. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Maybe just to drive y'all crazy. I don't know. I'm just weird that way. But yeah, all I have to do is wipe this part off. Like, it's not a big deal. I should have just done it, but it looks like it's going. So, this is a really good grind. Yeah, but like this one is easy to clean. I should have just done it. Are you sure you put the right converter in there? Definitely. I ate the feed that aren't prime. I prefer to fill with the nib and clean after. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what most people do. I'm just weird. But this looks like it's flowing completely fine. Ivan Neo is raiding. What's up, Ivan? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. We're testing out a nice brown ink. What's up, Ivan? Glad you're here. Appreciate you joining. What you been doing today? I really like this shade. This is kind of a milk chocolatey. Mainly testing dodgy network problems. Nice. It's funny. I will watch different coding streams and just it's a good chill time. Normally stream science and philosophy. Sweet. Well, we definitely gave you a shout out. Oh wow! Enjoy your gifted sub too, Sergeant Story, with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. All right, what we're gonna do here. All right, I'm done playing around. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna go run this. We're gonna go run this under the sink here. I'm gonna let this dry for just another second. So the key to this ink, as Slumberland Studio says, is that it's waterproof, and they're an artist. And so they are looking for permanence in their ink choices, so different inks can be applied over the same ink. So I'm gonna give this just a second here. I'm gonna just step out, run it over the sink, or I guess I could just go get like a pipette with water in it. Why not just go do that? Is document brown and iron gall? It is pigmented, so a little bit different formulation there. So it is a pigmented ink. Spit on it. No one wants a clip of that, chat. No one wants a clip of that. So I'm just going to get some water to drip on it. I have diatramenous document violet. I used it in my notebooks through college and actually spilled my notes a few times. Never had any trouble with it washing out and fading. Nice. All right. So let's see. I think at least some of the document inks are certified for using official government and legal purposes. All right. So it's totally dry. So we'll just do. All right, that was a lot of water. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So I'm not making too much of a desk mess. And yeah, so this is what a waterproof ink should look like. Like nothing's, when you see like none of the color going down into the water, right? That's how you know it's working, right? It's not spreading at all. It's not discoloring the water, right? Even this little color thing here, you can see there's no streaking in the water at all. That's what you want from your waterproof inks. 0% streak. Okay. So that's what you're looking at with your document inks, which are pigmented inks. Your iron gall inks should work similarly. I wish it was a little more saturated. It is a little light, but I think also this nib is going to make it come out light. It's so fine and sharp. So it is more of a milk chocolatey brown than like a coffee chocolate. No streaking. No, this is a streak-proof, no streaking allowed stream. So yeah, and they come in a lot of different colors, right? You can get other colors besides blacks and browns and blues, right? Like Thunder Viking was saying, purples. You can get, other companies' inks in oranges and reds. Have you seen the Pentel in-free colors? I must be behind the times, but there's some really great refill colors. I have. I get those for my wife. She uses forest green and teal, and I think the purple she likes is lilac. I prefer dark chocolate to milk chocolate in all applications. I think that's actually good life advice. Words to live by. Teal is goated. I think that's her number one, is the teal. And then the forest green. Oh, you know what else she likes? She likes brown. So yeah, I use a lot of the Pentel in-free inks. Well, I should say, I buy a lot of the Pentel in-frees, but for my wife usually. She likes them. All right. So yeah, there we go. Good stuff. All right, chat. What else do we need to do today? That was fun. I'm going to like it in this pen. Yeah, thank you for staying on me to get it. I'm surprised how long it took me to get. Like, so many people didn't have it in stock. So, finally, it happened to me. Run to the Jewels. Are you from Chicago? No. It's also Run the Jewels. What else we need to do today, chat? Y'all are ready for Baltimore. Oh yeah, document brown and cartridges. Do I sound like I'm from Chicago? Where do I sound like I'm from? Any further thoughts on the Lamy Mitsubishi stuff? I don't think so. In general, each month, end of month, so I check in on how the Pen 100 is going. I think I'm pretty solidified. I need to do another sale of the Pentac 100. And then it'll be more solidified. Yost thought I was Australian. Okay, I could be that. Yeah, London Pen Show this weekend. Mike might be there. Baltimore Pen Show this weekend. Or London Pen Show Sunday, I should be more specific. London Spring Pen Show Sunday. All right, can we get a hands up on who's going to London? Run to the Jewels is a Chicago phrase meaning run to the jewel grocery store. Interesting. Run the Jewels is actually a robbery phrase, meaning when you break into a house or a store, you want to run the jewelry, as in steal it. So hand over the jewels, but it's actually a band name. It's a band name. But running the jewels in this context is like literally like robbery. Gamma, do you run to the jewels? A colleague who knows nothing about pens wants to get his daughter this ink because he says it's funny and a pen for her birthday, but I'm not sure it would work well on a fountain pen. What do y'all think? All right, let's look. Sergeant Story with the gifted sub. Yeah, okay, so you do not... Okay, so this is Stuart Simple's Black is Black. You do not use this inside of a fountain pen. It's for dipping. So you don't want to put this inside a fountain pen mechanism, but you would use it for like... You could get like a dip nib. But you're not going to put this in anything with a mechanism. Because it'll just clog it. Like, you would go, oh, technically this is fine. Yeah, exactly what I'm about to say to Mickey Winter, Vlad. You'll be fine the first time you use it. And then it will never work again, and it might ruin your pen. But you could get this ink and get them a dip nib and a dip nib holder. And they could have an awesome time. They're just using Stewart's, so they're just using brushes here. But you could get you want to get something like this. You get something like these dip nibs and these holders. You get like a dip nib and a holder. This is Run the Jewels.
Comic artists love using nibs to create their artwork. There are a variety of nibs available.
So you could still get them a nib and an ink bottle.
To see them in action.
And use it like this. But what it will do is it'll end up clogging the feed and the internal mechanisms of a fountain pen.
It's flexible enough to create line variation for dramatic effect.
So I hope that helps. And they should definitely get this ink because it's cool. They also have the pinkest pink. What else? Do they have the bluest blue? We need a head-to-head with Chokuro. Hey, Jamone Magnet. Yeah, so Ben Bacardi, don't avoid the ink, but don't put it in a fountain pen. So, does he not have pinkest pink anymore? Black 4.0. Oh, here they all are. Okay. Yeah, pinkest pink, powdered paint. So yeah, I've been following Stuart's work for a long, long time. And they do good stuff. Purchased the emote pencils after the giveaway yesterday. Very intrigued. So, I was shocked at how well the core worked on those. I was seriously impressed. I had to review those because they far and away exceeded my expectations. Like, they're not the cheapest, they're not the most fanciest mechanical pencil, but the color pencil leads, for lack of a better term, I was shocked at how nice they were. PA cap update. I sent him an email this morning trying to get the fine liners are great because I love the plastic tips. So that type of plastic tip fine liner is really good. So yeah, I have those as well. I emailed Ebbets this morning with a final update and said, hey, this is the final. Let's go for the prototype or the sample now. So that's where we're at. All right. If you can think it, hey, if I stay on Stuart's page enough, this is what you get. If you can think it, ink it. Black is back. Potions. I don't know what potions is. Gray, white, and orange cap. Black cap for sure. First option, product option, when it's expensive and you have a low order number, the first choice is always going to be black. And then you can extreme from there. Oh, these are all acrylics. Have you seen the new Ferris wheel press ink unfettered flight? No, do you have a link? So yeah, black cap for PA, ball cap, yes. Oh, I have to have priority access for that. Why? It doesn't like me. Yeah, I don't need to. I don't have a login. Here it is. Unfettered Flight, the Wild Swans collection. They are aces at marketing, I'll tell you that. Their stuff looks so good all the time. So do we have a color? Oh, it's making me sign in. I want to sign in. Sound like my kids. I want to sign in. So this would go good in the pen that I showed y'all earlier, my Palomino Waltz at Sunset. This is the ink it needs. Do you have a Discord where I could post a pic? I do not. I have a Slack. Corolla, do you have a pic on your Instagram? Slack is full. All right, last thing. Discord's the only thing I don't have. True. We don't need no stinking Discords. Just for the record, the water's been sitting on this and it hasn't bled ever. So that's another good test. Time. I don't have a bottle pick, but I think I use the ink to paint. Gotcha. All right. we're going to wrap it here, chat. I got tons of work to do. I have tons of sidewaysness to handle the next few days. Strings and Pedals has a Discord. I actually hang out in there stealthily. Corolla, do you have a link? You can put a link out there. We're going to see what's up over here. All right, let's okay. Next week. Normal week again, I think. I'll be here every day next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know why, like I'm not traveling, but I feel like my schedule is just all over the place. Have fun watching the F1. I will go kick off practice 2 while I eat lunch. Watch that. I already watched practice 1 this morning. Weather looks beautiful besides the wind, so it's really nice. Unilami HQ trip. I'm going to work on that for next week, kind of so we can have a breakdown on the podcast. I need to start working on that. Y'all have fun at your respective pin shows, London and Baltimore. I want to hear some recaps from y'all. All right, there's Corolla's link for the ink. Y'all have a great time at the show. Definitely hit me up. Definitely tag me in your Instagram posts. Sergeant Story had to wrap it up, get that even number before the end of the day. Sergeant Story, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. Let's go hang out with Eric today so we can get some... if I can get over there. Twitch buttons, fam. They're the worst. So yeah, we'll have a regularly scheduled programming next week. I might have something to show you. I don't know next week. I'm waiting on a surprise package that I got a surprise shipping notification from. And I'm surprisingly blurred there. Hi. All right. So if you're not familiar with Eric Draws, Eric did a lot of my emotes here on the channel. So we're going to go raid him. He's doing drawings, does a drawing request show. Y'all go hang out with Eric. He's super cool, and he likes orange. So we should all go give him a shout out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being awesome. And until next week, goodbye.
But pretty proud of how it came out. That is not animated emotes. Animated emotes like you do about 2 or 3 frames